Hello there. Happy Monday. I hope you're doing well. I am Dr. Shiroko Sokitch, owner of Heart to Heart Medical Center and the author of the book Healing When It Seems Impossible. A lot of people talk about every day about how to get your day started so that you feel good throughout the day. And, one of the things that is really, really helpful is to have a couple of morning rituals that help you feel grounded and centered. And they can be very, very, very simple, or they could be more complicated if you want them to be. A lot of the high achiever people always talk about making a list of the things that you want to get done in a day, and that is, of course, very, very helpful. But if you're a person who already knows what you need to get done during the day, here are some suggestions of what to do from the time that you wake up until the time that you get ready to go to whatever job or office or business that you're involved in. So, first of all, when you first wake up, it's helpful to kind of think about how you're feeling in your body and to kind of see what your body is telling you. So like you could lay in your bed for a couple of minutes. It doesn't take very long, and to just kind of do a little inventory. How are you feeling? And if you're not feeling very well, what you could do is start with some deep breaths to kind of center yourself. You can just take about 3 or 5 deep breaths. You breathe in for 5, hold it for 5, let it out for 5, and imagine feeling grateful that you're alive. And if there is a part of your body that's not comfortable, try to think about a different part of your body that is feeling comfortable so that you can give the energy of feeling well to the part of your body that isn't feeling comfortable. So you could kind of just lay there, take some deep breaths, and let them out, and then breathe in again a few times. And then, if you have medications that you're supposed to take first thing in the morning or supplements that you take first thing in the morning, then the next thing that I would do after breathing and kind of doing a check-in is take your supplements. And, one of my favorite things is, for years I used to drink black tea, which I don't anymore because I react to caffeine. But I have a beverage, a morning chocolate beverage that I make that is organic and sugar-free and has protein and herbs in it that help me feel good. And I make a ritual of it. So it's nice to have a little ritual in the morning. So one of the things that I like, if you have a cup of coffee in the morning, if you make a beverage in the morning, that you go to your kitchen and you start with getting all the ingredients for your beverage and putting them out on the counter, and then slowly just put it all together with a lot of love. Whatever that beverage is, if it's coffee or tea or hot water or lemon juice or whatever it is, you put it together in a loving and conscious manner. And then if you have a breakfast plan, you should have that. And one of the things that I would love to say is, if you're a person who tends to have a really busy day, a lot of people are into intermittent fasting these days. I recommend for most people, especially if you're a perimenopausal woman or menopausal woman, when you get up in the morning, within an hour of getting up, if you have a high protein breakfast, that is really helpful for your cortisol levels. And cortisol levels are part of what causes anxiety for people. So if you get up, have your morning beverage, or first have your morning supplements or medications, and then have your morning beverage that you've made with love and consciousness, and then have a breakfast. Now, if your morning beverage has protein powder in it, then that is a high protein breakfast. So that then you're already taken care of with that. Like, that's what I do. I have a cocoa beverage that has collagen and then all the herbs and no sugar, so that I'm getting a healthy breakfast. And if you have a morning within an hour of getting up, you have a high protein breakfast, what that does is it helps set your cortisol levels so that they're not so high. And it even helps reset them for the evening when you go to sleep. So this is an important thing. If you are a person who does intermittent fasting, what I recommend is that you do the fasting at the end of the day. So like have a fairly early dinner and don't eat late into the evening rather than fasting in the morning, because fasting in the morning could affect your cortisol levels. So a lot of people who are struggling with high cortisol levels or anxiety or feeling really, really stressed, you want to have your breakfast be a high protein. So whatever it is that feels good for you, make sure that you have that high protein breakfast. And then when you go on about your day, then you'll be able to have a more comfortable day. Another thing that will help if you are a person who tends to have a lot of stress or anxiety is if you get outside and get some, well, not necessarily sun, but get outside and connect with daylight. The daylight and the sun actually help you have vitamin D, but they also help you lower your cortisol levels. And so if you get outside and you just get like 5 minutes or 10 minutes of just being outside and breathing fresh air and connecting with nature, that will help you with your cortisol levels and with your stress levels for the day. So that you have like create a morning routine that feels good to you. And it doesn't have to take more than like a half an hour of your time, but it will help you kind of get yourself started in a cool and calm way. If you're a parent who has to get kids ready for school, or if you're a busy person who has to get up early to go to work, if you do these things early in the morning before you go to work, it will help your nervous system be calmer and help your body feel better, and it'll help you feel more stable throughout the day. I hope you found that helpful, and I look forward to talking to you again really soon. Thank you so much. Have a great day.